Good evening, I'm Norah O'Donnell, and thank you for joining us as America decides on this election night 2024. Right now, we're kicking off what will be a long night of extensive coverage and analysis here at our election headquarters in New York City's Times Square. The first polls are closing in 30 minutes from now as Americans cast their ballots for who will be the next President of the United States. Vice President Kamala Harris is spending election night at her alma mater, Howard University in Washington, D.C. Former President Donald Trump is at his Palm Beach, Florida resort, Mar-a-Lago. We could see record turnout with long lines from coast to coast today. Secretaries of State in those battlegrounds of Michigan and Georgia saying tonight they expect that their states will have their highest turnout ever. And so far, the process is mostly going smoothly with a few isolated problems, as is normal, including long lines and some technical glitches. There have also been bogus bomb threats at polling places in several battleground states, which the FBI says appear to have come from foreign actors. We have correspondents positioned in all the battleground states and here at our headquarters to bring you up-to-the-minute information and insights, including details from those first exit polls that came out just a short time ago. CBS's Nancy Cordes is going to lead us off with the Harris campaign in Washington, D.C. Good evening, Nancy.
Good evening, Nora. We are at Howard University tonight, which is the vice president's alma mater, and will be serving as election night headquarters. The vice president has been enjoying dinner with extended family. She's also been doing some speech prep. And I'm told that the mood among top officials on the campaign at this hour is good. It's calm, even as the rest of the nation nervously awaits the results.
Vice President Harris made one final campaign stop today to Democratic headquarters in D.C. to do some last-minute phone banking.
Hi, Carolyn. It's Kamala. Hi.
And to thank the staffers behind her bid. Last night, she held one last rally in Philadelphia.
We finish as we started, with optimism, with energy, with joy.
She made this closing pitch to a crowd of 30,000.
I've spent my life fighting for people who have been hurt and counted out, but who never stop believing that in our country, anything is possible.
Today, it's her supporters taking center stage at polling places across the country.
I voted for Kamala Harris. I think she's the right choice to continue our democracy.
She is more for the people.
I think the other guy's insane a little bit, and he makes me fearful.
It has been just 108 days since the VP took the reins of this campaign after President Biden, facing pressure from his party, dropped out. Since then, she has visited the 7 battleground states 51 times in a truncated bid to catch up to Trump in the polls.
I think she fits more what I'm looking for into a leader.
She would make history if she wins. This would make history for the world.
Harris herself hasn't talked much about the historic potential of her bid.
Honestly, I've just been so focused on the task in front of me.
But she did nod to it this morning in an interview with a black radio station in Atlanta.
To go back tonight to Howard University, my beloved alma mater, and be able to hopefully, recognize this day for what it is really, it's full circle for me.
Harris added in that interview that the first office she ever ran for was freshman class representative here at Howard University, and she won. 42 years later, she is waiting to see if she will be the one to crack that highest, hardest glass ceiling. Nora?
And Nancy, let me ask you about those exit polls that just came out. They show that roughly 7 in 10 voters are dissatisfied or angry about the way things are going. That usually hurts the incumbent party. In this case, that's the Biden-Harris administration. So what is the one data point tonight that the Harris campaign is pointing to that makes them optimistic?
Well, Nora, they're very excited about the enthusiasm that they're seeing on college campuses today. They point to Lehigh University, for example, in battleground Pennsylvania, where the lines to vote were 4 and 5 hours long. Campaign surrogates actually had to go to Lehigh to encourage those students to stay in line, and young people tend to vote Democratic.
Nancy Cordes at Howard University. Thank you, Nancy.